Welcome back. Let me tell you something. Most entrepreneurs completely miss this. CEOs don't pay for execution, they pay for access. They're not hiring someone to do the thing, they're investing in the shortcut. They're investing in the shortcut to insight, to influence, to decision makers, and to the right doors opening at the right time. That's right. To the right doors opening at the right time. I want you to think about this. When was the last time that a CEO said, and you heard this, I just need someone to get me more done? When was the last time you heard that? They don't say that. What they're actually saying is, I need to be in the room where the decisions and the deals are made. That's where they actually want to be. They want to be in the right rooms with the right people. And that's the difference between being a vendor and being a trusted advisor. And if you want to build authority today and generate high value leads in today's market, listen, you have to stop selling tasks and start positioning yourself as the access point. It's so important. So here's what most people get wrong. They spend years chasing credibility by doing more. How do I know? I've been there. I've been in your seat. I've been in your place. I've been in your position. They're doing more content. You're doing more content. You're doing more offers. You're on more platforms. You're hustling more. And then what happens? You think you're building your authority, but you're not. What you're doing is you're building more fatigue. You're building more stress. You're building more overwhelm. Again, how do I know? Listen, friend, I've been there more times than I would love to count. I've been there. I work with business owners every single day who are stuck thinking that visibility equals value. But the truth is that visibility without positioning is absolutely nothing more than just noise. It's just blowing in the wind. The real leverage comes when you're seen as someone who opens doors, not just checking off tick marks on a checklist. It's when we are opening the doors for other people, getting them in the right rooms. Let's be honest. Nobody is handing over 10K to someone doing what AI or a virtual assistant can do for $10 an hour. It's just not happening. What they're paying for is your access, your network, your relationships, your credibility, your shortcut. That's what they're paying for. And here's how you do it. Here's what I call it. It's the authority shortcut system. Number one is you're going to clarify your core message. What is your core message? You can't build authority if people don't know what you stand for. So number one, we've got to get that clear. And I have to tell you, it took me forever to get it clear. I can't tell you how many people I said, I can't get my message straight. I don't know how to communicate being a networker. I don't know how to communicate being a strategic connector. It was difficult for me, but your messaging has to be immediately clear how you're different and who you are for. Who are you for? Ask yourself, what transformation do I offer whom? And who gets the value from that transformation? Nail that, and you will become referable. How do I know? Because it happened for me. As soon as you nail it, it will come. Number two, repurpose with artificial intelligence. AI is your friend. It's your best friend. It's your teammate. It's been my marketing team forever until I hired my latest virtual assistants. And it is a companion to my virtual assistants. I love artificial intelligence. I see people who post on social media and they say, if you created your post with AI, you did it all wrong. And then I see influencers say, if you're not creating your content with AI, you're gonna lose. You've got to get with the game because they do everything with AI. And I say, you do you. You do what you feel like is you, what you're comfortable with. I do feel like if people that don't get on the AI bandwagon are going to lose at some point because they are going to be left behind. But I think right now, today, we need to be learning AI. Content is king, but consistent, smart, authority aligned content is what's going to win the game. You're not too busy for marketing. You're just doing it the hard way. You are not too busy. AI helps you amplify your voice across multiple platforms without burning out and without hiring a team of 10 people. AI can probably do the work of 10 people, if the truth be known. But it can help you tremendously. Use tools to repurpose one idea into 10 authority building assets every week. And here's number 3. Use high touch platforms. Whatever those are for you. I can't answer that for you. You know where your people hang out. I just was telling my new virtual assistant just the other day. She come from a couple, 2 or 3 marketing agencies. She's highly experienced, and I am so thankful to the good Lord for that. And I told her, go evaluate everything. If I need to change my messaging, do it. If I need to change graphics, I know I do it. If I need to change my colors again for what seems like the 50th time, do it. Whatever needs to be done in my company, let's do it. And I said, if I need to get on platforms that I'm not on, let's do it. If I need to get off of platforms that I don't need to be on because my ideal client is not there, let's do it. I don't want to do any more than we have to do to be there for our client. But wherever your client is, that's where you need to be. But I know that CEOs hang out on LinkedIn and on Alignable. They go to Facebook for pleasure. They go to other places for pleasure. And so, they're also in curated masterminds. That's where my clients are. And so you're not going to generate $1 million leads in the TikTok comments if you're doing my business. But in other businesses, you may find your ideal client on TikTok. So you just need to be where your peeps are. And so wherever those decision makers are, ask for referrals, share insights, and connect through strategic. That is a big, black, bold word. Or maybe it needs to be read, but strategic conversations. And show up with value, show up with consistency, and show up with curiosity when you're having these conversations. And number 4 is leverage strategic introductions. I cannot tell you how important introductions are. I do them through email. I do them through messages on Alignable. Alignable has a phenomenal feature They call it Alignable 360, and it shows you, who individuals, referral partners are, and who, let's say, for example, John Doe is a connection of mine out there, and John Doe is connected to my ideal clients, and he has maybe 50 of my ideal clients in his network, and I can ask him to connect me to certain individuals that are my ideal clients. And AI is a part of that, which helps him connect me to those individuals. And so warm introductions closes deals faster than any funnel that you can build out there, faster than any funnel. And so, is it going to do that for you and close the deal without any conversation? Absolutely not. It is not. It is going to take effort on your part to do that. But when you position yourself in the right way and you position yourself in communities where people already trust each other and they trust the person, on the side of the individual giving that introduction or making that introduction, it just makes this process so much more valuable than any cold lead or any funnel, any day of the week, the month, the year. And so, um, when you become the connector, the person who knows the right people can help you create the right partnerships. And this is where the biggest opportunities live, is when you know the person who knows the right people and can help you create the right partnerships. I was just today, I had someone reach out to me, and they said, Tonya, I am new to the platform. I see you're a connector. I want to start networking, but I need some help knowing where to start. So I responded back, and I said, I actually host a series of meetings on a weekly and monthly basis. I would start there. And if I knew who your ideal client was and what you do, I can help you get immersed into the platform and connect you with other events that are happening. And so the gentleman replied back, and he said, do you mind sending me the registration links to your events? I would love to attend them. And here's what I do. And so I was like, great. I already started forming an idea of where he needed to connect. And then I was thinking, okay, I already started forming ideas of who he needed to connect with. And then I came back, and I was like, okay, I thought of this mastermind for him. It was an AI mastermind. And I thought, okay, but I need to know, by the looks of what he did, I was like, I need to make sure that he actually uses artificial intelligence in his business. So I replied back, and I said, there's this artificial intelligence mastermind that I think would be great for you. But before I recommend it in my list, let me confirm with you that you do use artificial intelligence. And then I asked him another question: is, are you looking to collaborate and partner with people who are willing to pay you a commission, for referrals sent to them, and vice versa? And so just before I got on this podcast, I saw the notification come through, and he said, I use AI heavily in my job specifically. And then he listed some, and I couldn't see all the notification. But these are the things and the conversations that take place when you are a connector. You can connect people in the right groups with the right people, and help them get on a successful path by leading with value. And again, this is where the big opportunities live for you. And then when you start leading people that way, that is what initiates the know, like, and trust factor for individuals. And excuse me, right away, when I sent the initial email with the registration links, that individual then started registering for those classes. So, again, you never know what connection or what question or what type of thing that you do is going to start you down a path for something. And so, again, people don't necessarily pay for execution, they pay you for access into things. And so when you position yourself as the shortcut, I could have gone back to that guy and said, here's the link to the group, you go find the events and you register. But no, I want to be the access to the gentleman to make it easier for him to attend the events, to help him find value, to connect to other people. I want to start building that know, like, and trust factor for him. I don't know who this guy knows that I need to know. I don't know, but what this guy might go do a review for me about how easy it was to get on this new networking platform and say, I met this person who took me in and gave me all of this value as a newbie on this platform. These are the types of things that can happen to you so quickly. And so, again, when you position yourself as the shortcut, not the service provider, you attract a different caliber of client. Hear me? You attract a different caliber of people. You move from being hired for tasks to being retained for transformation. So here's your next step. If you're not already on Alignable, I want you to join. That platform is phenomenal. It is a phenomenal place to meet people, to build relationships. I will tell you, if you come on there to sell, there is this thing that a friend of mine created. It's a term. Anybody that comes on there to sell is looked at as a goofball. I'll just put that out there. He's made the t-shirt. He's like, don't come on here and be a goofball. We build relationships. We network. Sales happen all the time. Sales happen, but they happen through relationships. And that's where I'm building out high-level networks of entrepreneurs and CEOs who get this shift, who are focused on relationship-driven growth and authority-first positioning. And I just want to say, as we go towards the end of this episode, if anything here sparked something for you, subscribe to this podcast, because subscribing to the podcast is what helps me get this podcast out to more people. And your comments, your likes, honestly inspires me to know that you enjoyed it, and it inspires me to do more, honestly. And this podcast is where we talk about working smarter, not harder, using AI, strategic delegation, and networking that honestly drives revenue. You know, it's influence is not about how loud you are, although I talk loud. My granddaughter tells me all the time, Mimi, do you have to talk that loud? And I said, baby, I think it's because I'm getting hard hearing that I talk so loud. That choked me up. Too funny. That's too funny. That choked me up. It's not about how loud you are. It's about who listens when you speak. And hopefully you are listening today. So until next week, I want you to have a phenomenal week and put something to action that you heard today. I love you guys. I do. And I look forward to seeing your growth as you continue to watch these episodes. Goodbye. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.